be a live mess. I'm just trying to arrange the 3 cameras together. There we go. Okay, so today we will be having a guest for the live. We're gonna have Victoria, a pretty party and crafty. She's gonna come on to help out with teaching us how to make stickers. So she has more than one. I think she showed us last time 3 different ways to make stickers. I'm going to wait for her to come in to see how I'm going to get her to join. I believe it's going to be TikTok and then through IG and YouTube. I'm just going to relay. You guys will be able to hear what she's saying and see what I'm doing instead. So I'm going to wait for Victoria to come in. To anybody who's finding me for the first time, my name is Shondell. I am the creator of the CraftPrint. Hello, 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 hello. If you don't follow, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, you already know what to do on these social platforms. I am currently live on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I do have 3 devices. So as we're working, you just got to bear with me because I'm going to have to move you guys to see the computer and then bring y'all back to actually see like when we're printing and things like that. Let me just grab any questions that I have already. Thank you. They're today's pajamas. It's actually a pajama set. It's hard to see on YouTube. Take whatever y'all got out the box. It's time for us to start using it. It's time for us to start using it. So besides this account, I do have another account. It's my lifestyle account, and I'm doing a Vlogmas over there too. And it's a pajama edition. So every day I'm just posting a new pair of pajamas. That way I don't have anything to vlog and record and edit. I like to make my life as easy as possible. That account is me.shondellg. I have it on TikTok and Instagram. You want to learn how to make stickers? Today is stickers. Thank you kindly. Good afternoon. Hold on. Let me see if I missed anything. These are said wrong app. So I'm just waiting for Victoria to come on so that we can start off together. Now, we're doing sticker making. It does not matter. Only the original Joy is the one that you don't do print and cut with. So whatever you learn today, you could use the Joy Extra. You could use any of the Explorers. You can use any of the Makers. You can use the Venture, okay? Victoria, I really gotta sit. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see my volume.
Can you hear me now?
I can. You know the problem is going to be. I hope I don't have an echo for the other. Okay, it doesn't have one.
It said that echoes are detected.
Because I have the other phones on, but I don't hear it now. I do now.
Can you hear me?
I do now.
Okay. Oh, right. So hold on. Let me.
So you know what that means? I'm not gonna talk that much. There's too much of an echo. So you're starting off in design space. Let me just quickly switch my cameras and open up my design space quick fast.
Okay. So let me see if I can make it kind of smaller.
I messed up my mouse pad yesterday. I said I wasn't going to talk.
Okay, hello. For those of you just coming in, we are doing print and cut stickers using Cricut, and we're going to be using Design Space. I was going to pull up Canva, but I think I'm not going to do that.
Do you know the images you're going to use?
Some that I already have on my computer.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yeah. Alright, so again, if you want to follow along, we'll be using Cricut's Design Space. Our Cricut machines, I'm going to be using the Maker 3. And you'll also need a printer and sticker paper.
And tell us where we got the sticker paper from.
Okay, we are using Party Printables vinyl sticker paper. This is waterproof, so I love to use this. It's glossy, and you don't have to worry about it smearing as long as you have the correct paper settings. So anytime you're printing on glossy paper, glossy cardstock, glossy vinyl, make sure in your printer settings that you change the paper type to glossy, because if you don't do that, your ink will smear, especially that black. So just make sure when you're printing on anything glossy that you change the paper type. Because I know some people, they've actually returned printers because they didn't know to change the paper type. So just make sure in your settings you change the paper type to match the paper you're printing on.
Hold on, I think this will be so annoying right now. I think my mouse is dead. Let me plug one in. Ciao. Victoria, tell us a little about you while I go run and get a regular mouse.
Okay. All right. So again, if you're new here, my name is Victoria Cherie. I'm the owner of Pretty Party and Crafty, where we offer party printables, paper, cardstock, and vinyl for all of your paper crafting needs. I used to be a teacher for 11 years before I stepped away and focused on this full time. I have 2 boys who hopefully they'll start crafting with me soon, but right now they're not interested. So.
All right, I plugged in the mouse. I'm gonna use the Maker 4.
Okay. Right. Try to make sure y'all can see everything on my screen. How is it appearing on your camera? Are we on the left side?
On my side, you're on the right.
Okay. And where is my screen at? Is it at the top?
Wait, Design Space is on the right. I'm on the top, and you're on the bottom on the left.
Okay. All right.
So let me know when you're ready.
All right. I think they have a question for you. Do you prefer the Maker or the Explorer?
The Explorer because of the the Maker because of the attachments.
Okay. I've never used the Explorer. I've only used the Maker, but every time I hear people have issues with the glossy paper, they always have the Explorer. So I've always used the Maker and never had issues with it.
I never noticed that.
Yeah. So if you ever have issues with the Explorer reading your registration marks on glossy paper, I've heard that a white crayon, if you trace over the registration marks, it'll make it matte and it'll be able to read it more.
Okay. If you're on YouTube or Instagram, you're only able to hear her. You can't see her. She's live with me on TikTok.
All right, so I guess we are ready. So right now we are in Design Space, and top right corner, all you have to do is click on New Project. I'm going to hit Blank Canvas. Okay, so you can bring in your own images, or you can use images that Cricut already provides for you. I'm just going to use some images that I already have.
Me too.
Let me see. I'm going to go to, let's see, view all for my recent uploads. All right, so I'm just going to scroll and find some images that I want to use for this. For my last project, I used Alice in Wonderland. So I think I'm going to keep with that same theme. And I'm going to grab some of those. So I think I'm going to add maybe 4 or 5 images on here. Okay. So once I go through my images, I just click the plus sign to add it to my canvas. And then I'm going to go back to my canvas. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, so it brings them in kind of big. So I'm just going to select everything and make it smaller. So I have it to about, about 2 inches or so. I'm going to zoom back in so we can see. going to change my machine at the top because right now it's set to Venture and I want this to be on the Banker. So if you have multiple machines, just make sure you change your machine. Make sure it's turned on.
Let me choose the ones I want to do.
All right, so there's different ways that you can make stickers. Let me try that again. So there are die cut stickers, there's kit cut stickers, you could do sticker sheets. Let me refresh that. So does anyone have any problems with any certain type of sticker? Maybe you have trouble with die cut or kiss cut?
You know what? I usually forget. The full sticker sheet with the die cut on the end and the kiss cuts in the center.
Okay. All right, so I'm seeing kiss cut on here. Okay, so we can do a kiss cut and we can do a die cut. So I'll show you the difference between those two. We can do a kiss cut, we can do a die cut, and we can do a sticker sheet. So we'll have 3 different things.
Okay.
All right, so the first one, we'll let her, the girl, we'll let her be a kiss cut. So when I do a kiss cut, this is already set as a print then cut, so it's going to print and cut as is. And for this, you don't have to do anything. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add some text just so you know what it is. So when we print it out, you'll know.
All right.
So I'm just going to put kiss cut. Now, anytime you're adding text, you want to make sure that you flatten it, because if you do not flatten it, it's going to cut around each of those individual letters. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. Let me go back. I'm going to change that from a basic cut to a print then cut, so I don't forget. I'm going to go ahead and select both of these, and I'm going to add an offset, so it's going to print all together. So I'm going to more and I'm hitting offset. I'm going to bring it down some. I can't really see it. Let me hit apply. I'm going to change that color to white. And again, I'm going to select everything. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit flatten. All right, so this is going to cut one time. Now again, if you do not hit flatten for where it says kiss cut, it's going to cut each of those individual letters. So make sure you select to flatten that. All right, so this is going to be the kiss cut. Now what we're going to do is a die cut. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the cookie, this is going to represent the die cut. So I'm going to add text so we can remember what this is. And again, so everything cuts together. That's why I'm adding that offset. So let me actually bring this down so we can see. I'm going to change this to print then cut. I'm going to select everything, more offset. I'm going to hit apply. Because I have this hole right here in the center, I don't want that. So I'm going to go to contour and I'm going to go to hide all contours and X that out. So now that's going to cut as one piece instead of having that inner circle cut out.
Okay. I don't know if I did that on the first one. I might have to go back and check.
Okay, so I'm going to change that color again to white. And again, to make sure everything prints and cuts together, I'm going to select that. I'm going to right click and I'm going to flatten. Okay, so far we did the same thing for kiss cut as we did for die cut. But to make this a die cut, especially if you don't have Cricut access, all you have to do is right click and duplicate this. Okay, and then I'm going to select both of those layers, and I'm going to align and center them. Once I have it centered, I'm going to right click and I'm going to attach. Okay, do not flatten once you duplicate it. When you duplicate it, you're going to attach it together. So the reason why I did that, this is going to cut around twice. So because it's cutting around twice, it's going to cut around that first sticker layer first, and then when it cuts that second time, it's going to cut deep enough to get that back layer. So this is only going to cut the sticker layer. This is going to cut the sticker and the liner. So that's why we duplicated it. All right, any questions so far?
What kind of paper?
What kind of paper?
Okay, we are using Party Printables of Vinyl. Okay, this is glossy vinyl sticker paper. All right, so we have our kiss cut. We have our die cut. We can also do an easy peel. That's something that a lot of people do. So let me show you how to do an easy peel. Let me add the text. So I'm going to just be showing you different ways to do stickers. So this is going to be easy peel. All right. Now with the easy peel, what we want to do is have this single layer. It's already going to be a print and cut. Okay, that's what we want. Now for this outer layer, I'll have this all together. So I'm going to do the same thing like I did last time. Let me go ahead and make that a print and cut. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We have everything selected. We're going to click on offset to give it an offset and bring that down some. Okay, I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to change that to white. And the only reason why I'm adding that offset is because I want easy peel and the sticker to cut together, the text and the design. All right, I'm going to select to flatten. Okay, this is my sticker. Let me change this background color because I'm getting distracted. Okay, go. Bless you, bless you.
One second,
now,
Victoria.
To add in, yes.
I have a YouTube. I'm gonna add the link after the video is saved, but it's Pretty Party and Crafty.com.
Yeah. All right, so now to add the easy peel part, and I'm actually going to do this twice so we can see it. So I'm going to do one with the text and one without the text. So I'm going to add an offset. All right, so I'm going to go to more. I'm going to add an offset. That's fine right there. Okay, now with that offset, I'm going to duplicate that offset twice. All right, so I duplicated the offset twice. So this is going to be my sticker. And then as you can see, I have two offsets. Okay, does everybody see that?
Got it.
Alright,
Hold
so
on. Give me 1 second, Victoria, before I go
Okay.
on. Let me just flatten this one.
All right, so I have my two offsets, and then I have the actual sticker that I want. Okay, so I have the actual sticker that I want as the top layer, so I just moved it above those two offsets. Okay, I'm going to select everything. I'm going to go to more. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to align, and I'm going to center that. Okay, I'm going to right click and select attach. Okay, so again, when I aligned everything, after I aligned, I attached. Do not flatten. Okay, and I'm going to do the easy peel again so you can see what it looks like without the text. So the same thing, we're going to do the same thing with this one. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add an offset. So I'm going to go to more. I'm going to add an offset. I'm going to hit apply. Now again, that offset, you can, let me duplicate that. You want the image above those offsets, so I'm just going to bring that one down. I'm going to align everything. Align center. Oh, wait, align center. There we go. I'm going to right click and I'm going to attach. So what that's going to do is it's going to cut one time around the actual sticker itself, and then it's going to cut twice around that offset.
I have a question.
Yes.
We're keeping those two layers in the back as print and cut?
You can if you want to, but I just left it as cut.
Should we change the
So
color?
that's a yeah, you can change the color.
If it's print and cut, it would need to be white, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Not unless you want it to be a certain color. So
Okay.
it's up to you.
Let me change
So
mine
for this,
to
I'm just
white.
leaving it, yeah. So if you wanted to change it to white and as a print and cut, you could. If you wanted to change it to a pattern, you could. It's up to you, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to actually attach these together. And that's only because I want to make sure that they stay together on the screen when it's time to cut. So I'm going to right click and attach, just so you know that both of these are easy peel. All right, so we set up our kiss cut, we set up our die cut, we set up our easy peel, and now we're going to do a sticker sheet. So the sticker sheet, it can be any size that you want. I'm going to set this, let me get a rectangle or an arc. You can really do any shape that you want. So I'm just going to grab this.
Do you have a video for this on your YouTube?
I have a easy peel video on my YouTube or on my YT. I should have an easy peel and the sticker sheet, so I should have two of them.
Okay.
All right, so for this one, we can just resize it to however big we want our sticker sheet to be. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to unlock those ratios. I'm going to make my width, I'll do 3 by 6 maybe. No, I mean, I rotated it. All right, so I have mine at 3 by 6. So this shape is going to represent the shape of your sticker sheet. And for this, if you want to add a pattern to it, you can. So I'm going to add a pattern. So with this selected, I'm going to change the operation to print then cut. Okay, and next to print then cut, I'm going to click on that square that has the color. And the print type, I want this to be a pattern. If you wanted to keep it a solid color, you can, but I'm going to change it to a pattern. And you can select any pattern that you already have uploaded. If you want to upload your own backgrounds, you can do that as well. Sometimes the pattern option, it does glitch. So if you want to bring in a background pattern to the canvas and just slice it out, you could do that as well. All right, so I'm going to click on the pattern that I want. You can click on edit pattern. Let's see. All right, we can scale it to make it bigger or smaller. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave it like that. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, I think I'm actually going to do this as a circle. You can do it as a rectangle, but now that I'm looking at it, I want to do it as a circle. So I'm going to do the same thing. And for those of you just coming in, we are making sticker sheets and different types of stickers using Cricut. So I'm going to do the same thing, but this is just to show you that you can do any shape. So change the operation to print and cut. Change the print type to pattern. And then I'm going to select that one. Okay, that looks a lot better. All right, so any questions so far before we move on? All right. Any questions on your end, Shondell?
None so far.
All right. So on this, if you want to, you can add text. So we can click on text. And then we can type a name on there. So I'm going to put Amanda's unbirthday. I think that's what they say. And because I already have this font on my computer, I'm going to go to font. I'm going to go to system, and I have a Alice in Wonderland font. I found this from defont.com. So you can upload any font that you want to your computer, and then to access those fonts, all you have to do is click on system, and they'll appear inside of Design Space.
All right. I'm just minimizing my line space. Let me type this in.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. So you can adjust everything. So you can do letter spacing, line spacing. Go to. All right, we can change the colors. So I'm going to change that from a basic cut to print and cut. Then I want to change the color. I'm going to go to advanced because I want more options. All right. And to add a outline to this or a stroke, all you're doing is doing an offset. Not showing it to me. Let me hit up. Here we go. Just do red. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that I right click both of those and flatten it. And now remember, you want to make sure that you flatten any text to the shape or your background to make sure that it does not cut out. Because I do not want this to cut out, I want to make sure that I flatten that to the circle. All right. So I'm going to select the circle and the text. I'm going to right click and select flatten. All right, now, because we want this to do a die cut, that means we want it to cut all the way through so that we have a sticker sheet. We're going to duplicate this. So I'm going to just right click and select duplicate. Okay, I'm going to select both of those. I'm going to go to align center. Now, because I just duplicated, you're not going to flatten. You're going to right click and you're going to select attach. Okay, that way it's going to cut through twice. So anytime you duplicate, you're going to attach those layers. You're not going to flatten them. All right, so once we have that attached, now we can add our stickers on top. So I'm going to just right click and send that to the back. And then I'm going to add my images that I want on top. Okay. Okay, my glitching a little bit over here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I might have to save. Let me go ahead and save. Because it's not recognizing where my mouse is. All right, so any questions so far over here on TikTok?
I don't have any on IG or YouTube just yet.
All right, so let me see if that helped. All right, so what I'm going to do is I just saved this. So I'm about to X this out and refresh my Cricut design space. Did I save it? Let me make sure I saved it. And then, yeah, so I have it saved. Every time I do that, it goes slow. So I'm just refreshing design space for a moment.
Okay, I just needed to upload some more stickers. I did that quick fast. Let me save because again I see it going slow too. And in the coming weeks, we'll have like separate videos on our YouTube channel so you guys can see. Every time you duplicate, attach each sticker. Not each sticker. That's when you want the background to cut all the way through.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so I think we should... Okay, does everybody see my screen again?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so... Alright, it's working now. Okie dokie. Alright, so now, again, this is the back sheet. We duplicated it, so we have 2 layers of this. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to send our images to the back. Or, I'm sorry, on top. Now, if you want to add an outline to this, you can. Let me change the color. Now, for me, I like my background to be gray anytime I'm adding outline so we can just see things a little bit better.
I need to change that, especially when I'm making videos.
Yeah. All right, so for me, I'm just going to add a outline to my images for this. So, for example, for him, let me make him bigger so you can see.
So for each sticker, we're adding an offset, right?
Yes. So when I say outline, I just mean offset, yeah. So if you're wondering how to add an outline or a stroke, it's called offset. So with him selected, I'm going to go to the top and select offset. And you just drag this to the right or to the left to the size that you want. Okay. I'm going to hit apply. And because I want that stroke or that offset to be white, I'm going to go to the top next to operation, change that color to white. I'm going to select both. I'm going to right click and I'm going to flatten. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to resize him and put him on top. Okay. So this is only one layer because we flattened the image and the offset. So this is only one layer. And you'll just do that as many times as you want for the images that you want on here. So I'm probably just going to do maybe 3 pictures on here. So I'm going to do the same thing with the teapot. So again, have it selected. You're going to go to the top, select offset. This is only if you want an offset. And the offset can be any color that you want. If you don't want it to have an offset, you don't have to put it on there. So that part is up to you. I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to change that color to white. I'm going to select the offset and the image. I'm going to right click and hit flatten. All right. And I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to grab this little thing here. Okay, so the last one I'm going to add to this is going to be the cookie. So one more time, we have it selected. We're going to go to the top, hit offset. We can adjust how big or small we want it. I want to hit apply. I want to change that color to white, but if you wanted a different color, you could do that as well. So this time, I think I'll have the color be pink, just so you can see what it looks like when it prints.
We're duplicating it because we want those to cut all the way through. The ones who aren't duplicated are going to be cut as a kiss cut because our setting is going to be sticker.
Right. So if you have, what is it, a silhouette cameo, it's a little bit different because you can set different pressures to different cut lines. But because we can't do that with Cricut, that's why you duplicate it if you want it to go deeper than another cut line.
But if you have Cricut Access, they have a sticker option, and you don't have to do all of this.
Right. All right. So I'm going to select the offset and the design, right click and select flatten. So I just did that with color just so you can see what it would look like when it prints out. All right, so once you have all these stickers that you want, what you're going to do is select everything, the background and the individual stickers. You're going to right click and you're going to hit attach. The reason why we're attaching it is because we want it to all stay together. Now, because the stickers, we have single images of those. Those are going to do a kiss cut. But remember the background, we did 2 layers of that. So that's going to be a die cut. Okay. So any questions before we move on? Because I'm going to save this because at this point we are ready to print. All right, so I don't see any questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to print. I might have to resize these. I'll look in just a moment. But at the top, wait, let me make sure. Let me connect my maker, make sure it's turned on. All right, so I'm cutting mine on the Maker 3. I want to click on Make. And again, I'll be printing on Party Printables vinyl. This is 8.5 by 11. Got it.
I'll make mine a little bit bigger.
Might need to do that too.
I had enough space.
Oh, I just might leave it. I'll just leave it where I'm like that.
Oh, still got more space. Oh, wait, let me get rid of that. I don't want that. Let me see now. Okay, that's better. I'm just gonna save my changes.
Okay, and the reason mine is defaulting to 11 by 17, that's usually what I use, but I'm printing on a letter size. All right, so I did this so you can see what it looks like. I had went back and made my images bigger, but as you can see now, it's going to print on 2 pages. But I believe in my heart I can put it on 1 page. So if you go to page 2, I'm going to select everything. I'm going to hit the 3 dots, and I'm going to select Move Object. Okay, I want to move that to my first page because in my heart, I think it should fit. So we're going to rearrange it to see if we can get it to fit.
Yeah, because Cricut will space your stuff out. I think those 2 being attached probably will be the issue, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Just feel like in my heart it should fit. Let me rotate her. Okay, I think that's it. Did I do it? Okay, so I did it.
Okay.
So as you can see, at first Cricut had it on 2 sheets, but I was able to rearrange it and make it 1 sheet. So anytime you feel like you know it can fit, make sure you do that. But I also have a template that I need to start using that you can arrange everything before you send it to the printer. So I'm going to make sure I start using that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and load my printer. I'm printing on, again, 8.5 by 11 sticker paper, glossy sticker paper. Anytime you're printing on sticker paper, just make sure in your settings you set the paper type to glossy.
And that's when you hit the use system dialog right here. It'll bring up the options
Yes.
for that.
All right. So I'm just going to hit continue, send to printer, hit next. Okay, I'm going to be printing on my Canon craft printer today. That's the TS9521.
I'm printing on the Epson EcoTank 16600.
The template for to make sure it's going to fit the page. I don't, but I think I'm going to put it on my blog just to give it away. So if I don't do it today, it should be on the blog by Tuesday. Okay, make sure system dialog box is on. And I think I can show y'all what it looks like because it is in my uploads. I'm going to select print. All right. I don't think you all can see my pop-up, but make sure that you select preferences when your system dialog box pops up. I'm going to be printing on glossy paper. 8.5 by 11 size. Print quality is going to be standard. And everything else I'm going to leave as is. Wait, why is it? I don't need that.
What is our settings that you use?
I'm using the Canon printer, so it's a little bit different from Epson.
Mm-hmm.
So I just make sure that you print the default size and that the paper type, if you're printing on glossy paper, make sure the paper type is set to glossy.
No, for the material on the Cricut, you use that printable vinyl specialty?
Yes.
Okay. So the
Right,
setting
so
is
settings,
printable
I
vinyl
always
specialty.
Use, Alright, so mine is printing now. So alright, any questions while we wait on it to print?
I'm gonna flip my camera now.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to do that one again. Mine printed horizontal. Let me do that again. Send to printer.
Let me fix it. Hold on. Gotta bring you higher.
Okay, that's the only thing about this Canon. They have so many tabs for your settings.
Yeah?
Yeah. I should have just used my Epson. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so portrait, take off borderless.
A little closer, and I will bring over the table.
right, so we're printing again because my previous settings were set to landscape, so it ended up printing landscape. So just make sure you double check your settings before you print.
Okay. My print is almost done.
Okay, and if you wanted to, you could also add like a laminate sheet on top if you wanted to give it like a holographic effect to your stickers. So we do have laminate sheets as well. Somewhere down here. Alright, so like if you wanted to add like a holographic effect, you could put that on there as well. Alright, so this is what it looks like once it is printed out. So I'm just going to add it to my mat. Let me hit done. Let me grab my mat. Alright, so I'm just using the regular green mat on this one. It's supposed to be new, but it does not feel sticky at all. Alright, so when you put it on here, especially if you have like some of the same designs and you have them flipped around, there's an arrow at the top left. This lets you know what's the top left corner. So this is pointing to the top. Alright, so that's how it should go. You have it at the top left. The reason why I like to show people this is because if you have the venture is actually kind of backwards because the venture tells you to put it at the bottom left. Mm-hmm. But when you're cutting on the maker or the explorer, you want it on the top left. Mm-hmm. Alright, so for my settings, I'm going to select printable vinyl specialty. That's what I always choose. They actually added gold/silver. That was on a new update, but don't worry about that. You want to select printable vinyl specialty. My pressure is going to be default, and I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded.
I prefer the blue mats because it's a lighter stick. So on TikTok, I am live with Victoria. So IG and YouTube, you guys won't be able to see.
It had disconnected for a second.
Okay.
Has yours maker been cutting out a lot? Because this is like the third time I've had this issue. There we go.
Since the update, yeah. Then you have to like connect it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been all of the machines, honestly.
Alright, so now it is reading the registration marks. Let me minimize this for a second. So right now it's cutting. to switch to the other camera, but it's not letting me. Alright, so mine just finished reading the registration marks and it's cutting now.
Alright, I'm just going to rearrange my cameras again so they can see on my desk.
Just joining, today we are making stickers using the Cricut machines. Mines are cutting right now. Maybe I should move my camera. I think on Monday I'm going to do a print then cut using the Venture.
Okay. I have to show you the large printer that I found. I put it in my Amazon cart.
Is it an Epson or is it?
No, I can't even remember. It wasn't Epson though. It wasn't Epson.
I think I'm going to have to, when I'm sitting at this camera, maybe I need to start using my phone instead of my webcam. Okay, mine is done. All right, so here it is completed. All right, so there's a couple things. First, let me go ahead and peel it off first.
Which one you doing first?
I think the whole sheet so they can see. Let me see if I can bring my camera down.
I realized that my thing didn't go all the way. Did it? Hold on. Oh, it did. It did. I just gotta pop it out. My setting for the double.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I need a new blade. Go all the way.
Alright, so I just peeled it off. So as you can see, these cut all the way through, but his cut is still on the sheet. So if you needed just a sheet where you peeled off and it didn't cut all the way through, this is the one where we just had one layer. So this is why this is still on the sheet. Okay? So Kiss Cut is basically, it cuts just through that top layer. Alright? So it does not go through the backing. So this is why this is still on the page. So if you're trying to get it to come off of the page, that's why we double it up. All right. All of these are die cut. Okay. So it went through the sticker sheet and it went through the liner. Okay. So let me take off the rest of these.
So just gifted. This would be the double. And
Yes.
when we
So the
just
die
kept
cut
it
is when
single,
you
it
double
stayed
it up.
on the paper.
So I know with me, when I had an older blade, I used to do triple cuts if your die cut didn't cut all the way through.
Yeah, laminate. You
Okay,
can
so
laminate. We didn't laminate.
Yeah, you can laminate. So if you laminate, I would definitely probably triple instead of double to make sure it goes through the laminate layer, the sticker layer, and the backing layer. So this right here, this is the easy peel. Okay, so I wanted to make sure, as you can see, I kept mine gray. So if you wanted it to have it be a different color, then make sure you change it. But with the easy peel, you can just pull that off. Well, it's not easy for me. Once you peel it off, it's going to be easy for the customer. So, all right. So technically, so this is the sticker. All you would do is peel it because, oh, you can't see. All you would do is peel it because it's an easy peel. And it has this liner, that little offset. That little offset can come right off. So because you have that offset coming right off, for the customer, it's going to be easy to peel because they're not peeling from the edge, they're peeling from the center. So this is considered an easy peel sticker. Now, if you have Cricut Access, it does do this for you, but if you don't want to pay, all you have to do is have your sticker be one layer, and then when you do your offset, duplicate that offset. And that's how you do an easy peel. So all you have to do is duplicate the offset and attach it to the sticker, and that's going to give you your easy peel. Okay, so same thing with this one. Instead of pulling from the edge, they're pulling from more so the center. So that's an easy peel. All right, and then the die cut, this just goes straight through the sticker layer and the liner, so it's not an easy peel because they have to try to peel it from the edge. So a lot of people prefer having that easy peel, so they're peeling more so from the center instead of trying to get it from the edge. Now, anytime I do like a die cut like this, that's when I add that easy peel tab. I have a video on how to add a tab on my YT channel. Okay, so this is easy peel where they're peeling from the center because we removed that offset. And then this is just a regular die cut where they have to peel it from the edge.
Right. Well, hold on one second, Victoria. What I was saying is you asked about the double and the single. This is the one that doubles. It cut directly out of the paper. And this is single. We're going to go all the way through. And then this one we did has double and single. So this cut all the way out. And then these just cut right here.
Yeah. So this one right here, this was our single layer because we only had one layer of this. It stayed on the sheet. So we can still peel it off, but it did not go through that back layer. So if you wanted to go through the back layer, that's why you duplicate it and attach it. All right. And then this is our sticker sheet. We duplicated the background. That's why it went all the way through. But the individual stickers we attached as a single layer. So now, because we did it like that, we can just pull the sticker right off. Okay. And that's it. That's pretty much all the sticker tips I have, except for the easy peel, but I do have a video on the YT. But yeah. So, any questions?
She asked what printer.
Okay, today I use the Canon Craft Printer. It's the TS9521, but I typically use the Epson EcoTank 8550.
I'm using the Epson EcoTank 16600.
Mm-hmm. Now, honestly, the only reason why I'm using Canon right now is because they can print borderless 7x10 for greeting cards. So that's the only reason why I added the Canon printer to the. Oh.
You got that
your
too?
live is not. Got that too? Yeah. Oh, they blamed you, not me.
What did I say?
I don't know. Yeah.
Was it the brand? Okay. TikTok, I don't know. I think it's because we said a brand, but thank God they cut it off right when we're done. So that was it. So this is the outer part that we doubled, and these are the single layer cuts. So this will be saved on YouTube and on IG. But guys, if you want to see full videos, Victoria has a sticker video on her YouTube. It's Pretty Party and Crafty, and mine is the CraftPrint. She got cut off, so I can't repeat the Canon printer because I don't know what printer she's using. I'm using the Epson EcoTank 16600. She usually uses the EcoTank 8550, and then she has another Canon. But if you're not following her also, she's Pretty Party and Crafty on all platforms. So that concludes day 20, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be in the afternoon. 4 p.m. I believe the announcement will be posted in the morning.